Yo, what's going down? Crypto traders, equity traders, futures traders, options traders. Hey, even Forex traders. We don't talk about Forex much here, but probably need to add that into the mix at some point. I don't trade Forex that often or pretty much ever. Every once in a while I do. Actually, I did find a pair, Mexican peso, that I was looking at that I kind of wanted to dabble in. But hey, we'll just get to that maybe later, maybe not. We'll see. There's plenty to talk about today. It's your boy, Z-Rex with no noise. It is the first day of March 2021. Is that the first day of spring? I don't know. Maybe. It probably is. Don't know about all that technical stuff. Probably should turn off this music. I just noticed it's still on in the background. We don't need no music in the background. We ain't here to jam. We're here to talk about charts and patterns and all that fun stuff. Well, I hope y'all had a good weekend. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Total market cap having a nice little bounce. Whoa, why are we on the crack time frames? Let's get off of that. Crossing up. Oh, is it now? Is it now? Let's go look at that real quick. Oh, just for a blip, a little blippy blipson. All right, I just wanted to know if we were going to be able to get over those highs, and it does look like we are. Jeez, this market is relentless. Equities, I'm talking about specifically. We'll talk about them more later, but I mean, look at this. Russell just tearing people's faces off. What is this, 3.3% up? Jesus. We'll be getting there shortly, but let's go back up to the crypto spot here. Oh, crap. What did I do? I just broke it. No, I didn't break it. I'm just kidding. We didn't break nothing. No, sir. No, sorry. All right. Sorry about that. Let's bring it back. Bringing it back over here. Executed, placed, bam, putting some order action in, just doing a little bit of equities future trading. All right, sorry about that. Bam, back to Bitcoin. This is live, so sometimes got to get it in with some price action when you get these alerts. Anyway, nice rally off of this. So we were talking about yesterday, and this nice, beautiful candle on the bottom ended up coming to fruition. We still don't have DMI in the power zone yet on the 3 hour, so that's a little bit concerning with all of this buying going on here. We did get a nice close above the range, though, so that is pretty sexy. 48,000 area. The bulls did end up coming down, coming through. Will they be able to continue this? Nobody knows, but it does look pretty good. This is a little bit of aggressive move, though. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks about it. I mean, you got a pretty steep line right here, but ow. So that's probably the worst thing about it. It's just super fast. Really want to see DMI 2 get back up here in the power zone on the 3 hour. Daily looks pretty good, but daily's still neutral, though. We need more time on that one. Probably the rest of this week to really get any good info on that. But yeah, I mean, this looks okay. We are stalling right around the mama, though. So, it's an interesting spot. I'd like to say this will get some continuation, but I don't know. It's just hard to say. We got a little bit of a rejection here so far on the upper end of this candle, and just sitting right on top of the mama average. It is in a peculiar spot. Again, still, my biggest concern about Bitcoin is this nasty weekly candle. I mean, this thing is pretty gross, and not the percent-wise, but just the engulfing pattern of it to the previous week, and it looks worse on futures. You can see this. This usually gets follow through. Now, it does need to close back below it, probably on a daily to really do it, which, hold on, let's go back to the weekly. That is a weekly close on spot price of 45,240. So 45,240. So we really have to get a close below that to confirm that weekly ugly candle to possibly get some more downside on that. But that's my biggest concern, is just this thing is ugly. It is a very ugly chart, or ugly weekly candle. And if there was like anything else besides probably Bitcoin, I'd probably take off most of my position for the upside. But this is a nice rally. We did get, like we talked about yesterday, getting the first sign of some bullish action with this engulfing candle right at the bottom of a range. It happened like in a really nice area. But again, we need to see the DMI get positive on the 3 hour, which is above 26, which then I'd feel a lot better about this rally. Don't get me wrong, it is nice. There are a shit ton of really big movers today. Phantom, of course. The good old pancake swap. Some of these names, man. Raven Coin, I mean, there's some pretty good ones. Bat, I mean, there are a few decent charts. Bat actually has a pretty good chart on it, which we can go look at real quick because I'll probably forget if I don't do it now. Yeah, you can see this, just higher lows, higher highs, continuing the structure, kind of bouncing off this. So Bat looks all right. Neutral on the daily. We don't have, let's go over here. Hold up. Yeah, we're still below 26. Oh, why is this red? We don't want no red line. 1610. There we go. Yeah, so it's still neutral, kind of just like Bitcoin on the 3 hour DMI. I'd really like to see that go positive. But hey, on the nice note, just using horizontals, being real simple, we're above this range now. So anything back in this range might not be too great. Let's go ahead and delete this trend line because we don't need that anymore. Yeah, you can see too, lots of business over here. So it definitely is struggling. And like we discussed, nothing's changed from the previous video yesterday. We really do have to get above 51.5, 5,200. I'm sorry, 52,000 to really get a more bullish bias on this. Right now, it's still kind of range bound. But we do have the start of a nice move here, getting out of this range, bouncing really hard off of the bottom end of it, about 43K. So it's okay. I'm not totally convinced that this is all over yet. I do like it, but it just needs a little bit more push here. And where it's stalling at right now is kind of like right on the mama and right around that upper end of this range. Is kind of like, all right, come on, let's keep going. The market's rallying super hard like we just were looking at. I mean, look at this. Russell's up 3.4% now. I mean, you'd think this would get a little bit more follow through with that. But hey, right now it looks okay. It has the start. Let's just not get back below like 45K. I think if we got back below 45K, this would probably break down. But right now, it's just holding above this top range. And let's see if we can make a test up here to 51, 51.5. And anything above that, I would start to flip pretty bullish again on Mama Bear. Futures, yeah, pretty damn neutral in futures. We're just hovering right here at the 50. Nothing too crazy on that. Not even above the Mama on futures, so not even as good as spot price. And already coming back to test the upper end of this range. So maybe if we can bounce off this, that would look pretty good. But again, DMI really needs to get back up here in the power zone on this 3 hour time frame. The daily isn't going to be super useful right now. We just need probably the rest of this week to really go by, unless we get some crazy movement either way. But right now it's just kind of still ranging on the futures. So we're not out of the woods yet for downside. Oh, yeah. See, Ethereum, I do not like this read on Ethereum. We did get that rally just like Bitcoin off this low. But look what we're stalling in major supply areas with the ugly, ugly inverted hammer style candle on the top of that range. Man. Oh, come on. I'd like to be bullish. It's way easier for all of us to make money in that kind of environment. But daily is still very bearish on Ethereum. That's going to take a lot of work for bulls to reverse that. Again, probably most of this week. This on the daily, though, to be fair, this is a pretty nice candle here above the mama. Any closes back below this 1400, 1430-ish level, I'd start to be real concerned about Ethereum for a test to like 1,000. But right now it's trying. Let's see if we can negate this little inverted hammer here and just close above this wick. That would be very nice, and that would probably lead us up to this upper end of the range between 1650, 17 hundo. Let's zoom in a little. Oh, we do have bulls getting into the power zone on Ethereum on the 3 hour, so that is noteworthy. So maybe this does get some follow through. Just a lot of supply right here at 1550-ish. So let's clear that 15, really this wick at 1565, 1570, which is also this wick over here before it rolled over. So nice confluence there. And also the top of this body candle, this big body candle, before it ended up rolling over pretty hard. So, hey, not too shabby. What we do not want to see is this thing just start to roll over and kind of follow the mama here and lose this area right here. We do not want to see that. That would be very ugly because that's probably the 618-ish. Oh, it's a little bit below that, about 14 hundo. So we don't want to see that. Oh my gosh, that's not what I tried to do. Oh, let's see. So we don't want to come back and test over there. That would be pretty bearish, but let's go Vitalik. Put on 2 unicorn shirts. Make this fly to the moon, whatever you do. That guy is so wild. It's like a little Russian troll. And not like an internet troll, like a under the bridge troll. Yep, broke out of this. So, I mean, it looks pretty good, but still needs some work to do, especially stalling out right here at the 377. Clear that, like I just said, we probably get up into this upper end of this range and test upper 16 hundos. Break down from this, it's going to get ugly. Let's look at futures. Futures are not as bullish as spot. They are actually pretty shitty looking, to be fair. So that kind of sucks. CME and the big boys are saying nope. You kind of have like this little trend line right above it. If we just flip back over here, we're well above it here into the mama average too. But we go over here to Ethereum and it's pretty far away. It's still like another 80, 100 bucks to get up in the same region. And there is no positive momentum on the DMI. So that sucks for Confluence to the upside. I don't like that. You can't really even look at anything other than his lower time frames on the ETH futures. We just need more time to go by. Yeah, anything back below these closes, man, that 1440 level is very critical. So anything back below that, it's going to be death for Ethereum. Not like death, it's going to never exist or anything, but it'll be probably to 1,000. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Litecoin, whatever. Doesn't look that great. Kind of a little bit of a weaker bounce relative to the other guys, the other majors. We are back between the 377 and the 200, so that's a positive for it. Anything back below like 165, though, this thing is probably going to roll back over. DMI very neutral on the 3 hour. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, bears still dominant on the daily. But weekly still bullish. So we've just got lots of conflicting information right now. And if we just default to really high time frames like weekly and up, I mean, we are just coming back to test these zones. So bulls, again, like the video yesterday, we were talking about bulls just need to really step it up this week, like in the next week or so, to negate lots of negative price building action here. So can they do it? Probably. I mean, it's definitely in the cards, especially if we just hold here and start riding back up the mama here, like Price loves to do all the time. You can see it right here. Even right here, it kind of taps, it starts moving up. So it's not totally bearish yet. I know a lot of people got super scared over the weekend. I like to watch a couple other streamer dudes, and one of them, he never gets mad, and he was so pissed off in the beginning of the stream just because Bitcoin was going down, and it's like, yeah, I mean, hey man, that's what happens in this market, especially if you're exposed to like Ethereum, which took a 36% dump on your face, and if you got substantial amount of money in there, that doesn't feel good when you see a 36% drawdown. Now, is that pretty normal for crypto? Absolutely. It's when you start seeing the 40% ups that you have to start being concerned about the overall macro trend. But right now, it's okay. Bulls just keep needing to do some work. Maybe they can kind of just keep it bid in the areas that we've been discussing. Then we'll be all right. Let's go to XR Pizzle. Riding on this trend line. Already rejecting the mama like that? What's up? Garlic bread? What the hell, dude? Looks okay. Kind of just still range bound. I mean, these charts have just been super range bound. I mean, for almost a week now. So kind of just frustrating people sitting at the bottom end of the range after big sell-offs when a lot of plebes probably bought up in the 50+ thousand range. They're like, oh shit, yeah man, it's gonna moon to 120K for sure. Yeah, there's never certainties. Well, actually, there is one certainty in trading, is that you'll lose money. That is the one certainty that you cannot avoid, but that's okay. It's part of the game. Don't let that discourage you. Let's see. I don't say that in like a negative way. It's just a fact of trading. Yeah, it's just super neutral. There's not much on XRP. Garlic bread just sitting in the oven baking for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, really anything between like 41 cents and like 48 cents. Same as yesterday. I just don't really care about it. Oh, look at Dot putting in a nice pattern on the EMAs here. Okay. All right, little Dot. Let's see. So we did kind of get that move here from yesterday, just sideways. If it just stayed above this 32 area, we'd start to get the EMAs opening to the upside, which we are getting right now. So this is a perfect little setup. I do like this. The only thing that's lacking on confirmation is the DMI is not in the power zone. But if that happens, this thing is probably going to come test the underbelly of this trend line. Polka Dot looks kind of sexy right here. Neutral on the daily, though. Of course, most stuff is neutral on the daily. Weekly doesn't really have shit. Not enough price history. 2-day is kind of whatever. Just grinding up. Nothing really on the oscillators. But this 3-hour, I do like this right here. Chronological order on the EMAs. Price is sitting right on it. Let's see. What do we got about, depending on your risk tolerance, maybe 6 to 20-ish% risk on this guy. So this actually looks pretty good. Way to go, Dot. Very nice. Consolidating. You've got barely. It's even to higher lows. Haven't made any higher highs yet. Kind of just even. So kind of making like this little triangle sort of. It's a sloppy one, no doubt. But yeah, not too concerning on Dot. It actually is showing some pretty good strength here. I like this. I might go nibble on some of that one later. Let's see. Dot. I'm going to make a marker of that. A blue marker. That's just for stuff. I use the little flagging system over here. You can click on it and pick a few different colors. Oops, I didn't want to flag that. But sometimes when I just look at so many damn charts, I forget all the time. So I've been trying to get more organized and use that flag system. So I can just go up here real quick and look at blue list. And you can color code these however you want. But blue list is something I'm like, oh, I need to go check that out. Possibly enter in a position, maybe. So that's just kind of nice, just trying to organize it. There's thousands of freaking tickers to look at, so it's easy to forget shit. All right, Link. Enough about that. Same thing, same pattern, where a lot of coins look like this in between the long-term moving averages on the 3-hour, 377, 200, right above the mama right here. I mean, this is pretty much across the board on most coins look like that. Link doesn't look as good. Polkadot definitely looks a lot better. But just one's just ranging kind of. I mean, this is real sloppy right here. So really anything between 23 and 28-ish, don't really care that much about Link. It's really got to get outside of that range to get any kind of bull or bear boners going. ADA just kind of cutting sideways here. Very neutral on the 3-hour DMI and RSI. Daily is still bullish on the DMI, so that's actually surprising. Charles just is ripping everyone's face off to the upside. Just pretty amazing that it's moving like this. Really, same thing. We got this range plotted out. It's nothing's changed. No new price action, so about 117 and 137-ish. Until we get out of that, can't really lean one way or the other. I guess if you're looking at the weekly, you might lean to the upside, but Jesus, that is just a beast mode weekly. Back below 117, probably test this trend line here, and anything above that, we go back into blue sky mode. So you kind of just have to default to the 50 increments, so like $1.50, like $2, $2.50, stuff like that. So nothing else to talk about there. Bitcoin Cash, bearish on the daily still. On DMI, that is. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, pretty shitty chart, to be fair. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, bears did come out of the power zone, though, on the 3-hour, so I guess that is one positive for it. I want to lean just one way. But yeah, there's a lot of supply over here between like 5 and 550. Really got to clear that 550 range on this to start leaning a little bit bullish. Let's get rid of this trend line because don't care about that anymore. Yeah, you can see when it went sideways into that trend line and broke. It was just death. Man, this thing was 750. 42% drawdown. Ouch. Yeah, no wonder some people were really, really butthurt over the weekend. I mean, no one likes to see 42% of their money go away in 3 days, that's for sure. Yeah, so it needs a lot of work on this one. Anything back below this swing low here at 440-ish probably is going to get real ugly. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened to see a test down here to mid-threes, maybe retest all these tops of these candles here. And the 200 will likely be coinciding with that price as well, assuming it doesn't happen like today. But still, pretty ugly. There's better charts out there. What is up with this rejection candles? So, as we've been fanning through some of these, we're getting a lot of these rejection candles right at the mamas in the 55 exponential, which is this orange line right here. So that's kind of weird. I don't like to see that. It means the bears are slapping that shit down. They're slapping that bid. Just riding. There's nothing much different about this, though. Just riding this damn trend line back in the stupid range that Craig has been in for an eternity. And this is an eternity. If you don't know in crypto, it's literally been almost a year range that it's in. That is like unheard of. You do have a little bit of higher high, though, on this weekly. So maybe it is slightly bullish. But, man, we cannot lose on a weekly closing basis. We definitely don't want to see anything below, like, 160. That would start to be really, really fugly. But, yeah, we just kind of have to wait on this guy. Bull's trying to get in the power zone on the 3-hour. So, hey, maybe we're about to get some push on this. And I would consider anything above 190 probably would get us into the low 200s. And then we'll have to reassess on that guy. EOS. Looking a lot like BSV's chart, actually. Almost exactly the freaking same. Shit. Yeah, I mean, just staying above this 350, 340 area. Very critical. Let's see. Daily doesn't look too hot. Man, what is this dump off of this? Oof, 40s. Yeah, a lot of 40% dumps on here. Yeah, got a lot of work to do, Bulls. So Dan Larimer, Dan and Stan, they need to go pump some shit up or do something. We are making lower highs and lower lows on the medium time frame, so that's a downtrend, guys. Until we can fix that, getting above 380 on the 3 hour, it's a little bit bearish. But look where Mama's coming in right here. We're literally about to slap her in the next day or two. So if we start seeing rallying hard off of this, that would be very sexy for the Bulls. If we break below this, though, in the next couple days and start stalling in the 3 handle, that's going to look pretty shitty for the Bulls. All right. XMR. Look at XMR trying to get it in. It did look pretty nice yesterday when we were looking at it. We almost have chronological order. If price just stays above 210-ish for the next 12 hours or so, we'll probably get it. And just kind of slowly drifting. This actually still looks pretty good. Just riding up to 200. It's by far the best looking privacy coin, for sure. Any closes back above 240, this thing is probably going to start taking off again. But let's see if we can get these back to chrono order and see if we can get a close above 226 on the 3 hour. And that probably gets us up to 240, and then we'll have to see what happens after that. Anything back below like 205, like 200 to 205, I'd start to be concerned that this will get negated, and we'll probably come back and test the upper 100s. But yeah, looking pretty decent for Monero, especially relative to the others. Yeah, these still got a lot of work to do. Look, the same goddamn chart, rejection from the mama and the 55. Neutralness right around the 377. I mean, so many charts look like this. So it's just like range bound across, most assets, like 98% of them. Of course, there's some ones that do look good, like Polkadot looks pretty good. Monero looks better. Stuff like that. But overall, the vast majority of the market has this same type of structure. And it's all coming right up into the mamas. So Bulls, they pretty much have about a week or so to really negate lots of this negative price action, which I did mention that earlier. But as I'm fanning through more of these charts, that seems to be more of the case. All right, Dash. I bet it's going to look almost the same. Oh, shit. It kind of does. Slightly different. We actually are above the 377, so that's a little bit different. A little bit stronger. Let's see. Very neutral, though, on daily. Let's go weekly. All right, so weekly actually has an interesting spot here, right on the 200 daily. Or, I'm sorry, 200 weekly, around $200, give or take like $10. Weekly still looks pretty intact for upside. Anything back below on the weekly, this wick, which will probably be also coinciding with the 10 simple, the cyan there, probably starts to get real nasty on this, but this is a very decent pivot point to come retest these highs and kind of this breakdown area back over here too. So anything above like 180 to 200 on this looks pretty good for Dash, to be fair. Lower time frames though do need some work, and closing below, not below, above 230 probably gets that follow through. Maybe up to the mid twos, and then we'll have to see after that. But Dash is trying to get it in. Doge rolling over on the SAT pair. Coming right back to the 100 level. Yeah, not great. We are below the mama now in a daily. It hasn't confirmed an open and close, though. Below it, we got about 4.5 hours left. Excuse me. So that could happen, and to be fair, it has not been below the mama since 20 sats, guys. So that is nothing to F with. Starting to get a little bearish on the Bitcoin pairing, to be fair. Opening up on the EMAs. Lots of resistance now at 110-ish, 108. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, weekly still looks okay, but really this is... Let me think about that. Yeah, not too terrible, but not too great. Just kind of freaking neutral. Really got to take out these low 90s for it to get real ugly, about 92, 93. Let's go to dollar. Maybe we got a little bit better read on the dollar pairing. Yeah, dollar pairing actually looks a little bit better, to be fair. Kind of rallying up here. Hit about, what, 5 cents? Not too shabby. RSI looking good. DMI, very, very neutral. I mean, it doesn't get more neutral than that. It's like both of the oscillators are in the neutral zone. Any swing low back below 4.5 cents is no bueno for Dogecoin. Conversely, though, we get back above 5.3 cents, we probably run to 6 cents pretty fast. Maybe Elon's about to get ready to tweet or something and moon it up. Put a Doge sticker on one of his new SpaceX rockets. I don't know what the hell he's going to do, but really stay below that 4.5 cent level, and definitely this swing low right here, I would start to be pretty concerned for the Shiba. All right, now we're into equities. Equities just ripping face. I mean, holy crap. This is just absolutely ridiculous price action. You cannot keep a good SPOO down. You can't keep a good NASDAQ down. Nothing. None of that. Rallied right up to Mama, though, so we'll see if we can close above it and get some follow-through. Still neutral on the DMI 3-hour. Let's go to the daily. Jeez. Just cutting like butter through all the EMAs. I mean, if this thing closes today above 38.80, I mean, we're probably going up into the box up here. I mean, this is a pretty bullish setup for sure. I don't see anything too wrong with that. Yeah, wow, bouncing off the 10 simple on the weekly. I mean, yeah, wow, just Jesus. Anything back below this cluster right here, which also coincides nice with this cluster, I'd probably get a little bit bearish, and we'll call that at about 38.20. But yeah, this is just looking pretty damn good. NASDAQ is not above its former support level at 13.3, though. So NASDAQ still got some work to do. Actually kind of looks like some of the crypto charts. With the relationship to the EMAs. So really got to get above 13.3 on NASDAQ. Maybe we'll get that today on some crazy end-of-day pump. We do see those a lot. Still kind of bearish on the daily, though, especially on the DMI. Got a lower low here. Yep. But kind of negating it if we get back above this and close anywhere above 13K, which is probably pretty likely. We'd have to do a pretty significant drop and give up all the gains today. But yeah, still a little bit of resistance at 13.3-ish. We get above that and ultimately like 13.4, the 200. I mean, this thing is probably just going to go make new highs. Dow, just freaking ripping face again. I mean, these are really significant moves off this low. It is pretty wild, though, that we got up 1.5, down 1.7, down again 1.5, and then up 2.2. I mean, these are some big swings in traditional markets. Anything back below this trend line and definitely below 31.2, I'd start to get concerned. But, I mean, this looks pretty good for buying dips on the equities now, especially Dow. Let's look at the 618, though. Let's see where that's at. All right, so we're right at the 618. So, yeah, to be fair, let's go ahead and throw a horizontal right there. Staying above this 31.6-ish area will be kind of critical for continuation. Definitely need to get above this mama. Actually, let's move that up to coincide with the mama right there. So got to get kind of above that to start getting excited in the pants for the bulls. God, Russell, you just can't stop this thing, guys. Like, holy moly. I mean, these are crazy moves. I mean, look at it. It's like moving a couple percent every day for the last week and a half. I mean, this is crazy. We did see the biggest, nastiest candle, though, last week. On, I guess, Thursday that was for the Russell, and that literally was the biggest down day. I think we scrolled back and looked. It was June, I believe, back here. Yeah, it was this day, which was 7.5% down. Obviously a lot bigger than this one, but it kind of looks like we just put in a little indecision doji here, and now we're getting decision. Like, nah, Nah, bitches, we're going to the upside. The bulls are like, no, 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 bears, go sit down. We're gonna knock your ass out like Conor McGregor. Yeah, this looks great. This really does look pretty damn good. I mean, we got DMI coming back positive. Anything above this cluster at 2240, I don't have any issues with this Russell chart. Let's look at a weekly. Yeah, I mean, geez. Haven't lost, like, momentum is a little bit weak on the DMI and the RSI, but it's the first day of the week, though, so that's a little bit probably early to say anything about that. Let's just see what happens this week, but anything above 2240, this looks pretty damn good. VIX got monkey hammered one more again, all the way back down to its pretty much this super range it's been in for the last few months. Nothing really to see there. I guess to be fair, DMI is dominant on the daily, which is interesting. So maybe that leads to something, but I mean, it's hard to do. I don't even know if technical analysis works that great on the VIX, but hey, we got to try, see if it does. DMI though is positive on the volatility index, so it's the same thing though. Just it's got to hold above this teal box here. Anything back below that, we'll probably get mega rallies happening in equities, but right now it's just a little indecision. People are kind of skeptical with all the stuff that's still been going around. New variants of COVID, oh my god, all this other stuff. So they're blaming oil on. They always got to blame shit on some news article. It's like, whatever. News is such a laggard. All right. Let's not talk about news. Who cares about that? Yeah, same on VVIX. Just kind of right back in this range. So nothing really to see there. The only one tell is that DMI is pretty dominant on the daily and has been since December. So that's kind of interesting. Since Mr. Biden got in there, I guess the market's kind of like, oh, shit, I don't know what you're going to do, Biden. Are you going to squash some energy stuff, which I guess they already did with the Keystone thing? And so it's just, I guess it's a lot of uncertainty still kind of floating around. Oil. Had a couple sell-offs here in the last 2 days. Still bullish as hell, though, as long as it rides this trend line. There's nothing, you don't even overread this. I mean, if it's above this trend line, then whatever. It's bullish. And we did come to this little zone here. Had a nice bounce off of it. Let's go weekly. Yep. So that's just the same. Above this trend line, not even worried about it at all. 3 hours getting a little bit bearish, but again, I don't want to overthink this one. This one has really good structure. Above trend line, bullish. It's easy. Easy peasy. Bonds, I don't know what the hell is going on in the bond market. It is just really weird. You got yields and bonds down today the same percent, and those are like inversely correlated generally. So I don't know what the hell is going on in the bond market. Something seems to be very off. And I don't know. Like, sometimes you just don't know. And this is one of those times. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any damn sense why bonds, dollar, and yields are acting the way they are. It is very odd. But, you know, maybe it's kind of saying something that there's something broken in the bonds. I don't know. The Fed's buying a shit ton of them. Doesn't seem to matter. I don't know. It's very crazy. If anyone has an idea, please feel free to comment or type in the chat about that one, because just immediate rejection after this big rally. I mean, this is a big sell-off too. I mean, 2.25% on bonds. That's a big move, but just bearish as hell. Just down, down, down. Same for the 10-year note. Just down, down, down. I mean, this is crazy. Then you go over here to yields, selling off too. Now, to be fair, they do look bullish, and they are above in like the 10 simple. But just today, both of them being down like the exact same percentage is just super weird. TNX bullish as hell, as long as it stays above like 135. What's up, man? What's up, Mr. Joe? Yeah, we'll go check that out here in a second. Shanghai, look at this nice little bounce off of here. We were looking for that after kind of testing the mama. This is a good zone for bouncing in China. Definitely like that. Don't like China specifically, but I'm neutral when I trade stuff. I don't like to get married to stuff. Don't care. It's the goal is to make money in this, not to play favorites. Let's see. Still a little bit bearish on the DMI though, and the RSI. So got some work to do. Kind of like the cryptos, but nice reaction so far off this trend line. So I do like that. All right. Euros, it's selling off some more. Yep, after this big rejection, hammer candle, immediate follow through, right back below the trend line. Anything back below this body here on the daily, 120, this is probably going to get pretty brutal for the euro, which would be very bullish for the dollar, which the dollar has been rallying really hard. That is interesting. Dollar up quite a bit today. Man, if the dollar starts rallying, y'all know what that means for equities. That's usually not a great sign. Kind of a sloppy bottoming type W formation here. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let's go to weekly. Damn, the weekly actually looks kind of good. Bears getting back into the neutral. Bulls trying to creep up. They got a lot of work to do still. Again, like we've mentioned before, the dollar usually does base out for a few months. But wow, 3 hour. I didn't notice this before. 3 hour EMAs. This is very sexy price action right here. This is really nice. Anything above 950 on the dollar looks great. Oh, and I was going to look at the Mexican peso because it actually had a similar structure. And I think it's on a daily too. Yeah, look at this on the daily opening up here right on this trend line. So I do kind of like this. Although if the dollar is about to start getting crazy, might want to throw that one on the back burner because this 3 hour setup on Dixie is pretty damn sexy. We haven't seen a setup like this on Dixie in a long time. A little blip right here. Was kind of similar. It got sold off real quick. But yeah, anything above this 90.5, this looks really good. All right, SB, huh? What is SB? Let's go over there real quick, and then we'll go to precious metals. I'm guessing it's a stock. Safe Bulkers? Safe Bulkers. That's a fucking weird name. I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about, Joe. Safe Bulkers. What do they do? Are they like some prepping company or something? I don't know. Oh, they're marine shipping. I see. Transportation. Okay. Yeah, I've been a little bullish on the tankers and stuff for that. Is it just marine shipping period, or is it specifically for oil? I don't know. Looks like it's just dry. Oh, it's dry bulk services. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't hate this as long as it stays above 260. Stay above 260. That's pretty sexy. Very neutral on the DMI. And also RSI on the 3 hour. Let's zoom out. Man, what is up with my computer over here? My other PC is just like loading back and forth between the password and screensaver. It's like tripping out. Y'all don't care about that though, so whatever. Great earnings if you care about earnings. I don't really give a shit about that. But yeah, 260. This looks pretty great. Anything back above probably this swing high here at $3. Anything above $3, this looks pretty damn good. So let's go out to weekly. Let's zoom out super far. Oh yeah, lots of resistance here at the 377 though. That $3 area is a major supply zone. We get if we get a daily close above $3 again, we probably will see this thing run too. Hold on, let's zoom out. Maybe mid to upper threes, like 350 to $4. Seems like a pretty good target. And we'll have to reassess from there. Yeah, a lot of resistance too in the upper threes. So yeah, so maybe a good run to 350, 360 on this one if it can clear $3. Anything back below though, this swing low at 260, that would break all this structure here, this little kind of consolidation, and we'd probably look for lower $2 range on this guy. CTRM, what is that? Salesforce? No? Oh, no. I have some ticker that's close to that. Castor Maritime. Are you just looking at all these transportation guys, huh? Why are you looking at transportation? What's your thesis on that, Mr. Rivera? I'm curious. Not as good of a chart as the previous one. Anything back below 85 cents probably gets us swiftly to 50 cents. And to upside, anything back above like a $1.10. Maybe we test like $1.20, $1.30. Again, though, lots of resistance here on the 377. Yeah, not that much data for the weekly. Really big run, though. Yeah, I don't like this one as much as the other one, just from a purely technical perspective. A lot of support, though, around the 60, 75 cent range. So if you wanted to be real crazy and have about 30% risk, 30, 40% risk maybe. But yeah, this one's not near as sexy as that previous one. But yeah, anything back above 110 probably gets us to the 120, 130 area. Sub this wick, though, and this gap at like mid 80s is going to get pretty brutal. Popped into, oh man, good trade, dude. That was that is the one of the best weed plays that you can get. Nice trade, dude. Yeah, I got murder fest on that sell off, but it ended up getting bid right above the mama, and then had follow through on this candle. This candle isn't as sexy right here. The next one for today. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, finding resistance right at the opening EMAs. So that isn't the sexiest price right here. I'm not sure what your time frame is on that trade, but anything back below like 185, I'd start to get pretty concerned on this chart. For sure, yeah, 185 has the 200 MA as well. This is probably the ugliest part, though, the EMA is opening down. But if we get follow through on equities, which yeah, they're all up major. As long as equity markets don't roll over, we'll probably get mad love in the weed sector. Still continued. I don't hold any weed stuff anymore. I have like one, I think, but I trimmed most of that off over the last week or so, or a couple weeks ago. Just they're all kind of stalling out. But this is a really good play in the weed sector. It's probably the least risky for sure. Major probably support at like 160 handle. So if you wanted to be a little bit looser on that, that's only about 17, 18%. Yeah, but not the best setup here, stalling right in the EMAs. Any closure on the 3 hour back above 206, this thing will probably make new highs. But yeah, that's not a bad scoop, man. Nice job in the morning too. So maybe you got in the mid 180s. That's like perfect entry too. Because like I was just saying, back below 185, I would be concerned. Yeah, for sure, man. No problem, Mr. Rock. Anytime. Let's go into gold. Ouch. Just ouch. This looks terrible. Gold's been bearish as hell since January 8th on a DMI daily perspective. Look at this. Power zone, higher highs, higher lows. Opposite for the bulls, just terrible. I mean, this is bearish as shit below 1770-ish. This horizontal we've been watching for a long time, that is now confirming that it is building as resistance. Until we get back above that, gold is effed. Yeah, wow, just can't get no love for gold. Silver popped a little bit today, though. Right back to the trend line. Oh, it actually popped overnight and is actually giving it up. But as long as it stays above this 26, nothing's changed about silver. Just kind of like oil, as long as it's riding this trend line and holding about the 26 area. Nothing too crazy. Still looks fine on the weekly too. And ultimately, the monthly chart on this is very sexy on silver still. Let's look at the monthly chart on gold, actually. I don't want to leave it out. Oh, okay. Monthly 21 is at 17 flat. All right. So there's kind of something for gold, but you can see here, though, DMI just went neutral for February. So you can see silver doesn't have that. Silver is very dominant on the bulls. So, yeah, gold is just being a little bitch right now. Come on, gold. What the hell? So silver, same thing as it's been for a long time. I'm not concerned until we start closing a daily or two below this trend line and ultimately below $26. Then I would start looking for some pretty significant downside in silver, probably to the low 20s. Platinum, yeah, kind of ugly, just chilling. It did look good for a while. Yeah, not too bad. How come I don't have my horizontals on here? I feel like I've drawn these a couple of times. Alright, well, there they are. Daily. Yeah, daily just went neutral on this sell-off candle and is continuing its neutrality on this one. So, not terrible. Anything still above 1140, though, is pretty damn bullish on platinum, to be fair. And the weekly just looks really good. This is a really good weekly chart. And it's better to probably look at precious metals on higher time frames anyway, because it does get real choppy. I mean, unless you're some really good scalper or something like that, I think it's best to play precious metals in the longer term game. Like I've said before, 2 days is like one of my favorite time frames for precious metals, especially for gold. All right, platinum. I'm sorry, palladium. Still doing this rounded formation thing we've been watching for eons. Same crap, different day. Nothing different about that at all. Had a real nice pump last week. Gave it all up. Yeah, so there ain't shit on this damn chart. Just range bound. 2200, 2450. Until we're out of that, it don't matter. All right, I think I got through all of them. Let's go look at some weed stocks while we're live here. Whoa, let's see some big movers. What is this one? Jesus Christ. Big pamping it up. Iconic, not iconic, but I guess it's like a play on cannabis or something. How cute. Iconic brands pumping pretty hard today. Corbis Pharma pumping all right. Grogen, a lot of these look okay, but they could start making head and shoulder patterns, possibly. Too early to call, but yeah, there's another one. Mind Med. This one still looks okay, kind of ranging. If we broke below this wick here at about $3, I'd get pretty concerned on this, but this one looks all right still. What do we got? Charlotte's Web. These names, man. Looks okay. Looks okay on the 3 hour, I guess. RSI's attempting to get... Oops. RSI's attempting to get over the exponential, which hasn't happened since February. It's been below it since February 11th, so that's good. It's a decent start to a possible rally here. Really need to get back above that 520 area. Maybe we get a little test back up into the upper fives, but yeah, just kind of fanning through some of the weed stocks here. Here's another cool name, Namaste Technologies. Yeah, botched this trade. I was all long way down here and literally took it off right here. I think I took it off this day, the day before it popped. Whoops. Whoopsie. I don't even know why I took it off. I think it was just I was tired of waiting and being bored. Yeah, be patient in markets. It's a virtue. I know that's a cliche saying, but man, in markets it's super true. This is actually kind of nice on the 3 hour. This might get some follow through. Shit. Wow. Interesting. What we got here? About 10% risk-ish. Yeah, anything back above 28.5, 29 cents. This thing's probably going to run again. Sub 24 cents, though. It's going to get pretty fugly. But, yeah, interesting chart for Namaste's technology. Pretty, I don't know what the hell they do. Don't really care, but let's see. Spinnaker ETF, the cannabis ETF, got murder fest this day. What is that? 23% in one day. Ouch. THC. Holding this $19 level still looks okay. And again, this is these are like shit coins versus Bitcoin. Like 98% of them, if Bitcoin starts dumping, so are the shit coins. And this is the same analogy for in relation to traditional markets. If equities and stuff are rallying hard, then that bodes well for these stocks. If equities start rolling over pretty hard, that's not going to be good for any of these crypto, or I'm sorry, for any of these weed stocks. Tilray, almost exact same chart. Ouch. 50% in one freaking day. Ugh, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. That hurts, man. I don't have any Tilray anymore, but this might be an interesting reaccumulation spot, though, because you got the daily. Bears trying to get into the power zone, but the Bulls are still very firmly up there, so, that's kind of interesting. I might go look at some Tilray options later, see if there's any good options on that guy. Still about 20% of risk on that, so a little high, but, I mean, it is weed, so it's like shit coins, 20% really ain't shit. What do we got here? Canopy growth, a lot of same kind of charts. Oh, look at Scott's Miracle Grow up 6% today. Wow. I think they're getting... No, wait, that's Altera. Sorry, that's a different company. That's MO. I think they're getting into the weed game. Wow, daily looks really good. I like this daily chart on Altera. Weekly is about to start looking good, too. If there's going to be a chance to break this trend line for real, it's actually now. It's coming up soon. So, I'm glad I kind of started fanning through these. Yeah, any close above this trend line probably gets us up to 51, like in the lower 50s, and then we'll have to see. There's a lot of resistance around there. But yeah, the daily, weekly looks really good. How about the two-day looks pretty decent. Yeah, if there's a time to actually break this trend line that it's been actually bumping up against all the way back to January or June 2017. So very significant. It is kind of like a broadening wedge type pattern too here. Yeah, so if this thing can break out of here, I mean, yeah, wow, that would look pretty damn good. Let's see what a 618 retracement is from this whole move. Oh, look at that. Right at $54. So right around that area we were just talking about, around 52. So that would probably be a target area around here if it did break out. Well, maybe I should click the button right. Little target area around there if it does break out of this. Anything back below $42, I'd be a little bit concerned on that guy. Let's see, how about some that haven't moved? Oh, most of the weed stocks moved great today. Except for General Cannabis. What just happened? My mouse just died. Mind Med is shrooms, man. Hell yeah, man. I guess... Oh, you're right. They are shrooms. My bad. I guess my mouse just died. I had to just plug it in real quick. Mind Med. Should I take it off of this then? Am I in the wrong... Is it in the wrong thing? Because I do have a psilocybin. It's probably in that one too. Yeah, it is. So it actually should not be in that one. You're right. You are correct, sir. Let's get that out of there. Get out of there. All right. General Cannabis. Dippy McDoodah. Although bounced real nice off of this accumulation zone before the pump. So that's a pretty good sign right there. Anything back below this wick at about $1 probably gets further downside. GME getting fun to watch again. Not looking to try it, though. Uh-oh, is it frickin' pumping again? It probably is, right? Jesus. It actually had a really good setup last week on the damn... I think it was the 3-hour. Yeah, it is on the 3-hour. Look at this. EMA is opening up. I mean... what the hell? Is this shit about to run again? It does look like it. It really does. Daily... Oh, wow, and the daily is even back in the power zone. Get the fuck out of here. All right. I don't know if I can play this. I don't know. The options on that probably still have insane amounts of IV. I'm going to open up a light platform real quick and look at that because I'm kind of curious to where they are. But Jesus, this is setting up for what the hell? Anything back above 145 on this thing probably does get us to $200, like pretty fast. Yeah, we're gonna take down the hedge funds, man. It's happening, man. All right, let's go over here and look at some options on GME. That's so damn crazy, guys. So AMC, is that one pumping as well? Let's see. Same kind of pattern though. Look at this on the EMAs. I mean, what the absolute shit. Earnings coming up. Oh, earnings are coming up this week actually. It looks like on Thursday. Yep, coming up on Thursday. I can't imagine they'll be good, but hell, I guess we'll see. Doesn't look as good as GME's chart, but on the daily, that is. On the 3 hour, it looks pretty damn good. What the hell? Anything back below 760 on this, watch the hell out. Yeah, I mean, this is so crazy. Like, movie theater, there's like no cars in the movie theater parking lot, like every time I drive by one. But hey, it's clown world. What the hell does that matter? You don't have to make money now. You just gotta have hype, bro. Just hype it up, bro. Diamond hands, bro. What's costs? Oh yeah, costs. That's right. That was another one too. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Gave up 50% real fast in the pump. Yeah, you do have to be careful about these though. These could just be little quick pumps, pump to dumps. But man, just absolute craziness. Cost back below like $15 probably is gonna be death. But how hilarious! Again, this really weighs on the market, pumping up equities. That is, like them staying bid. Just so crazy, dude. What the hell? Zine. Let's go look at Zine because I know Mr. Joe loved that one. Look at this. Whoop. So you got all mad because you missed out on this, but that's okay. You only had one day to take advantage of it, so don't be mad. That happens a lot. You still made money, so F it, bro. Kind of comes right back to this consolidation zone. Might not be a terrible re-entry right here, actually. On Zine. Yeah, if we can get the DMI to get back positive, and we almost have regaining strength on the RSI. Anything back above $5, this thing probably does run to the $6 area. Yeah, interesting. Not too crazy. Let's zoom out even further on a weekly. Yeah, weekly doesn't really give us that much. Nothing too crazy on that one. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of doing CAN. I think I kind of got ADD distracted when we were talking about GME and stuff. Oh, well, earnings. I guess they didn't report or something. Well, it usually says something right there, like whatever the actual numbers were. So that's kind of weird that it's not saying it. Oh, yeah. So you can see it says all the data there. It says it there, not here. Maybe they pushed it back or something. Not terrible looking chart. If weed's gonna get continuation to the upside, you know, this one is showing some weakness. Might be able to possibly get a little scoopy scoop in here. What's the risk on this? About 10-15%, so not too bad. Let's look at the other cannabis, General Cannabis Corp. Oh, that's the one we were looking at. That's right. This one, again, looks pretty good. Back below $1. Yeah, not so good. But you do have DMI is pretty bearish. How about on a daily? Daily's neutral. So just got to wait to see what this equity market's going to do, because let's see if Bed Bath & Beyond. No. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's go. Is this considered one of the meme stocks? I don't know. Did I look at Cardano? Did I? I think I did. We can go look at it real quick. Oh, yeah, I did earlier in the stream. It's just ranging right now. Actually, I got to pull it up on my on this one because it has my drawings on it. There we go. Yeah, so it's just ranging right now. Can't really get bullish or bearish on this. It's just very neutral until we get either below 117-ish or back above 135. So just kind of taking a little breather. Anything above that 135 level, though, we probably do make new highs. So, see, it's probably just kind of waiting on Mama Bear if it's going to actually sustain this rally or not. Which, still stalling out right here. Yeah, don't be stalling, Mama Bear. Come on. Yeah, Ethereum has the ugliest low time frame chart with this little inverted hammer right at a major critical supply area. So that's not sexy. All right, let's go back over here to the auto car plays, self-driving car kind of stuff. BlackBerry. I took a little small long in BlackBerry last week. Yeah, not really, nothing's coming out of that yet, but, you know, it's up a little bit, up 8%, so that's pretty good. Oh, man. I got, what? Oh, yeah, we were going to look at GME options. Let me go pull that up real quick. Trade. All right, GME. IV is insane still, though. 400 freaking percent. Even all the way out to April, 46 days is 300%. So, that's kind of gross. That means they're going to be super expensive. Yeah, look at this. $50 freaking dollars, dude. Like, what? Like, what? You can pay $5,000 to hold this at 120? See, you just can't even... You can't play this shit. Like, unless you're balling and you can sell strangles on this, would probably be a pretty good strategy. I guess you could do some call spreads maybe. Let's see what a call spread is. Doing like a 70 and then doing, what do we got? Man, you have to go all the way up to get a third of that price. You have to go all the way out to freaking way over here. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to get crazy, you could do about, man, this is probably the better way to play it is with like a call spread. You can also sell a put spread, see what that's kind of getting you. It might be the better way since IV, you want to use IV in your favor. Yeah, you could do a call or a put spread, sell the put spread. That's not too terrible. Then you get the theta on your side too. Get paid pretty good per day. You got about $9 there, so that's nice. But yeah, it's just so juiced up, man. IV rank is 30. I mean, Jesus. Even if you wanted to do like, let's say 25 and do like 18, you can get like 820. That's not even enough to buy anything though. You can't even risk reversal this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Guess if you wanted to be real crazy and just have a little low risk, you could do this. But the problem is, look how wide these spreads are, man. You're freaking 335 at 435. That's a freaking sheet low. That's $100, man. So, yeah, not playing that. Probably one of the better ways to play that is maybe just buy stock. Or just buy leaps, dude. You just buy calls all the way out here. It just always makes money, no matter what. I'm going YOLO. Here we see, this is it. Best trade ever. I'm totally joking. Do not do that. Do not do that at all. If you don't know how to trade options either, too, then you definitely need to school up on that before you just dive in and start buying calls. Dude, the amount of videos I get from people, like TikTok videos and people online that are just like, yeah, look at this. You just buy calls. When people are sending me this shit, I'm like, dude, buying calls, unless like the market has lots of gamma and like is moving quickly and very aggressively to the upside, you almost always will lose money. I mean, even in the basic, let's just look real quick. Even in the basic, like, Let's see. A lot of people do this crazy shit. They're buying like weeklies. So they'll be like, oh, look, 4 days. I'm buying this right here for $1,000, 185. It's definitely going there. It's for sure going there because, it's GameStop. We're taking out the hedge funds. And if you can tell, like, you don't even make money until it gets up close to that. I mean, you can see this green bar in the background. It's like where you start making money because you have to take the price you paid for it plus the strike, which is this little gray neutral area, and then you actually start getting paid. Yeah, you make a little bit if it rallied really, really fast and hard. But most of the theta decay, I mean, look at this theta decay. 239. I mean, that is brutal. That's like $239 a day you lose just holding that. So if GameStop just doesn't do anything tomorrow, you lose $239. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Diamond hands, bro. YOLO. All right. What else do we got here? Neo popping up. Yeah, kind of these little sloppy ass patterns. Let's go back to equities. I'm just curious what they're doing right now. Still rallying. Shocker. Although Rut has stalled out a little bit, just hanging around 3.5%. Jeez, I mean, this is just mean. Just mean. Almost got to, look at that, NASDAQ almost hitting our the resistance target a few minutes ago. Almost there, 13.3. Can it do it today? We only got about 45 minutes left. Can it do it in the regular session? All right, I think that's probably about it. Unless y'all want me to look at some other stuff. I'm just fanning through some of my lists here. Looks like green fuel cell tech is doing good today. Yeah, but I mean, they are deep in the hole, though, so, yeah, they're not doing that great. Ooh, rounded tops. Oh, except for this one. Emerson looks good. Yeah, not too great in there. A lot of stuff is up today, but it's kind of just rallying to lots of resistance areas, too. Let's see some precious metals. Miners. Oof, brutal. This ticker always gets me. The gay MF ticker. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. I don't know why you'd pick that as your ticker. I mean, it's almost like a joke. AG, First Majestic. Ooh, brutal. Brutal. Hecla. Yeah, actually, Hecla's okay here. Kind of pulling back in the EMAs. Might be an interesting reload spot. Because you can define your risk pretty easily. Could be conservative at about 580 or real loose at about $5. That's not too bad. Not too shabby. Let me go look at some, let's go look at some options on that. Let's see. What can we structure on that guy? Let's see. Not too bad. A little bit wide. Let's see. We can do like a... Yeah, that's not too shabby, though. 55% max loss. Man, it got cold today. What the hell? Where did that come from? Yeah, it's not too shabby if we're going to get some popping, dropping, and locking on this guy. Well, actually, wait. Popping, dropping, and locking. We don't want that. We just want the popping part if we're going to get long. Let's look at it on a weekly. Yeah, still okay. Weekly's still very, very bullish. Huh. All right. Well, that's interesting. Maybe if we go a little farther out, because precious metals are slow movers. Let's see if we go to June. See what we can get. Ugh, they get way wider. They get way more wide. This one's not too bad. It's only 5 cents wide. You can do that and do about a third of that. Oh my God, what is this? 12 at 78? Pff, get out of here. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, Heckle Mining might just be better to buy straight up. on that guy. Although, this is a pretty decent risk profile, though. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna work that order. Let's see if I can get it on the low end of that. See what the market makers are feeling like right now. Let's see. Because that's how many? That's 100 days out. Oh, yeah, I like that. I'm going to try to fill that. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's go fan through some coins. See if we can find any potentials here. A lot of green. Matic. Let's see what Matic's doing. I know Rock likes Matic. Of course, it's going up. Oh, man, dude. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just up, 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 and up, up, and up, and up some more. Matic can't go down, apparently. Until it does. I mean, it's going to go down someday, but... What is this, 2 cents? Damn! Pretty nice. Yeah, what is it? Matic, Cardano, and ARK are just like... And Binance Coin are just defying gravity in the markets right now. No, there's no edge though here on that at all. It's just kind of, it's just already up there. Rune, bat. Oh, let's go Rune. Let's see what's on Rune. See if we can find anything that's fun. Oh, Rune kind of looks okay. Yeah, Rune actually looks all right up here. I don't. Yeah, it's okay. Really, I don't. Actually, I'm going to stop myself right there because we really need to see Mama Bear get follow through, which, it kind of is right now. We need to get Mama Bear to get follow through, and then we can start looking for some other coins to play potential longs and re-entries. I de-risked a lot of my crypto over the last 2 weeks. Like most of February, I was just like peeling stuff off just because one of the main reasons actually is I went to my buddy's house and they don't know anything about finance. They just like bought some crypto and they were just like, whatever. I had mentioned to them a long time ago. And I went into their house and they had their laptop set up underneath their computer or underneath their main TV in the living room. And they were just literally watching TV, and underneath that they had their portfolio up with like how much gains they had. And it was just a profit graph. It wasn't even a Bitcoin graph. They were just looking at how much money that they had made. I was like, uh-oh. It's like that can't be a good sign. That, like, because they never do that. And they're all talking about, oh, yeah, have you seen this finance show and this? And they're all trying to, like, talk guru-esque. It was very, very interesting. And that was the snow week. I believe that was like the 19th or 20th. Yeah, look at that. It was like right here. It was so funny. Sometimes like stuff like that, not always does that work, but I do like to take note of sentiment when I see stuff like that, especially when it's people that don't know anything about finance at all. Mr. Rock actually moved from Matic into liquidity pools using Quick Swap. Check out Quick. Okay. You yielding it up over there? Yield farmer, motherfucker. I'm just kind of thinking of the Tropic Thunder. I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker. Let's go over to that Quick. Quick Swap, I guess it's this one on Uniswap. Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty nice chart. I like that. Consolidating up there. I mean, it has just been going up just forever. Just what is this? Oh, it's only up 1,200% in the last couple weeks. What the hell? Yeah, wow. Looks like it's gonna have continuation here. Any closes above 40 cents, man. This thing's gonna keep running. How's all that going for you with the liquidity pool stuff? What do they pay for that? I'm guessing it's some kind of percent yield. Looks pretty illiquid, though. Wrapped ether. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, I haven't really used Uniswap yet at all, which probably is dumb because that's where a lot of the market's been going to. Um, Portis, MetaMask. Oh, you can do Coinbase wallet directly to it. That's interesting. Pool liquidity providers earn a 0.3% fee on all trades proportional to their share of the pool. Okay, so you just get per. You get part of the fee, huh? Okay, that's interesting. Such a cool thing, man. All this stuff happening with crypto and just the tech. I just love it. Trying to figure it all out first day. Oh man, nice. Hey, maybe I'll join you. Maybe I'll go throw a little bit of liquidity on there and see what's up. Yeah, their website just looks. I'm just kind of looking at it right now on the other tab, just kind of checking it out. This is real basic. It looks kind of. It almost looks a little bootleg, to be honest. Oh, I hate that. I can't believe I just said that. Ugh, I hate the "to be honest" phrase. Don't ever say that again. Let's see, tokens. How much money's in there? They got some decent amount. Looks like Ether's the most. Obviously, Bitcoin. Yeah, looks like a bunch of bullshit ass tokens in there. But interesting. Huh. Yep, some I haven't really played with. I'm gonna have to reach out to a buddy of mine. I know he does all that kind of stuff. He's real deep into the liquidity providing and yield farming and all that stuff. Let's see here. Equities stalling out here a little bit more. Oh, we did make a. That is interesting. Huh. Huh. I'm gonna try something over here. Although, is that a good idea? Let me reassess that. What is it? 23. So we've got about 30 minutes left. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. That is interesting. Alright, I'm going to just take a stab at it, see what happens. Futures, go over here. We're going to go over there. We're going to go over there. We're going to go over there. Put that in. Yeah, not a super high probability trade, that, but I do kind of like this area here. I'm just doing some stuff on equities over here on the other screen, just to see what happens. And then we'll put it right here. Add the alert. All right, continue. Bam. All right, we're done there. Let's see what happens. Move this back over. Alrighty. Bitcoin chilling. ETH. Oof. Blech. ETH. No, don't do it, man. Don't do it, Vitalik. Don't do it, man. It's primitive. Yeah, dude, it's super primitive. It reminds me back in 2014, some of these older school websites and exchanges. It looks like you go direct from your wallet, though, so that's kind of cool. I do like that. I wish those exchanges would, like, get more volume on them, like IDEX and all these other ones, but people don't care. They just want tendies, man. They don't care about the technology, which sucks, but hey, what else? What else is new? Alright, anything else else I want to look at? What are brokers doing? Oh, brokers are ripping. Dang, look at interactive brokers, new highs. CME making new highs, making all that Bitcoin money. TradeWeb, new highs. Jeez, brokers are killing it. It's funny. I guess they're getting paid a lot by these liquidity providers because they ain't getting no fees on transactions. That's for sure. Let's look at finances, financials. XLF rallying really hard. How about regionals? Regionals rallying okay, don't look too bad. How about the squid? The squid looks bullish as hell. Of course it does. They freaking never lose money, I feel like. Let's look at the market. What's Tesla doing? Oh, look at that. Tesla bouncing off. Did end up coming back to the like low 600s after breaking this level here. Now it's just ranging. Kind of looks like crypto. Some of these shit coins. See what happens on Tesla. Tesla. Oh, yeah. I wanted to look at this one crypto real quick. Was it Cardania chain. Yeah, this one. Yep, same crap. Nothing there. I've been kind of watching that one every once in a while just to see, but booty. What's up with the FANG stocks? This is terrible. This is freaking ranging. They're range bound forever. Look at Facebook is still in this giant descending triangle. Man, it ever gets back below this 244 level, a conservative measured move on this guy is like all the way to, which coincides nicely with this structure, like $200. Not happening yet, but it is there. Google, damn, Amazon is real crazy. It's literally been going sideways for like coming up on a year. Who would have thunk? Like, why is Amazon not participating in any of these super pumps and markets? Isn't that weird? Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what to make out of that. Microsoft. What are MU? Man, look at these. Micron just killing it. What's Western Digital doing? What is that? WDC, I believe. Yeah. Man, what's up with storage? Data storage has been running hard. Interesting. Nice breakout here on the EMAs and reset consolidation right above the 377. I just wasn't even looking at data storage. Maybe I need to make a new probably a new list to watch those specifically because we all need that data storage. I just got me a new NVMe SSD. Dude, those things are lightning fast. My God. Yeah, ETH gas fees are stupid, dude. And the chain is really slow. I sent some ETH the other day, and it took like 2 days to go through. It was terrible, dude. All right, let's go. MU. Let's add that on there. Western Digital. I can't remember any other tickers off the top of my head, but I'll build that list over time. Let's see. Consumer credits. Brooklyn. Oh, God. Investment grade corporate bonds. What the shit? That's not good. Why are they rolling over like that? Yeah, see, what is going on in the bond market? Do you watch bonds at all, Rock? Are you kind of into that game a little bit? Because that is very, very interesting to me, how the bonds have been acting lately. How wild. Damn. What? Yeah, what the hell? ask my buddy about that. Let's see here. Well, 3D printers, of course, just rallying to the moon. So crazy. Just can't find all these things, man. There's just too much stuff to do. Uh-oh, don't you be doing that, Bitcoin. Don't you be doing that. That's not nice. That is not nice. Okay. That is not nice. We don't like that. Yep. Don't you be rolling over. Don't you be doing that now. Alright, let's see. Look at some volatility action. Yeah, see if we can get filled on that. See, if it fills me fast, then we know. Not in the bonds. I hear they look semi-broken right now. Yeah, they do look really broken. I follow them pretty well because that is kind of like the real market, right? I mean, there's so much money in bonds. But something is definitely off on them. Even a guy that I know that's owned his own brokerage firm. He was also a Fed examiner on banks and stuff. He's very in tune with the markets. He's even very thrown off about all this. Let's see. What is... Look, another retest of 48 here in the last hour. Will this one hold? Crack time frames on Ethereum starting to look bad. And we're starting to follow through on this rejection candle on Ethereum. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. All right, I'm working an order over here on my other screen. Let's see if I can get that biatch filled. All right, they don't want to fill me. They're working. They're working it. That's usually a decent sign when it takes a while to get an order filled. When they don't just like fill it auto. I hate when I'm, especially options, like when I'm trying to fill closer in my favor, whether I'm doing debit or credit. It's like whenever it fills immediately, I'm like, ah, shit. I'm probably gonna lose on that trade. That happened to me with a gold trade last week. I did. Obviously, that didn't work, but you know, what are you gonna do? Can't win them all. Let's see if I bump it up a couple pennies. What does that do? Nope, they don't want to give me that one. They don't want to give me that one. Give me a fill, Phil. There it is. All right. Give me a little fill on that. Don't you do it, Bitcoin. Don't you be a little bitch. It looks like it is about to be a little bitch, though. Dang it, Bobby. Oh, let's see here. What? I dropped 320 frames. Come on. Man, don't be a rejection fake out, breakout here. That trend line. That will not be sexy. What is this risk again? About 10%. Let me see. Let's go over here. What is this? Oh, wow. South Austin Beer Garden, huh? Sorry, just got a message from a buddy. I got a food truck, and he just texted me and said that he has a spot in a really busy bar down the street. Huh, interesting. That might be good. All right. Side note there. Probably don't care about that, but 20 minutes to close. What will happen in the markets? Oh, dang it, Bitcoin. Giving it up. Don't you do it. Don't you be a weak little bitch. Markets must be rolling over. Yep. Don't you do it. Yeah, this is a concern we were talking about earlier in the video. This fast rally. Usually like to see them more 45 degrees and less, just kind of slowly grinding up. These when they get real aggressive like this, it's generally not the best. Maybe we can just kind of chill up here, the upper end of this range. That might be all right. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Click, clack, click, clack. Man, damn, I've been streaming already for an hour 45. Woo, doggy. Woo, doggy. I'm glad I'm not dropping it. Only dropped 320 frames, though. I couldn't even stream last week. I don't know what the shit was going on. I was dropping like a third of my frames. Like, no matter what I did to the settings, like, it just didn't matter. It's like my internet was just garbage. Ah, crap. Oh, my God. I'm using this other keyboard on my different computer, and it's like, it's funny, you can get real used to a keyboard. And when you switch over to a different one, you like hit the keys all wrong and shit. Dang, do I want to do that? 7, 4, 9, 6, 1. Just took some Riot profits down to my HODL shares, buddy. Let's go look at some of those blockchain. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think you bought down here, didn't you? Like in the mid 40s. I remember you mentioned it, I think, in the chat one time. That's probably not the worst idea. And you got the HODL. HODL on. Man, HODL's only 37 cents, dude. Shit, boy. What is this here? Oh, man. Oh, my God, dude. Yeah, hell, that's a great scalp, man. Can't be mad about 20% in less than a week. Shit. Take that. Let's look at it a little closer. And RSI is starting to gain a little bit of traction, so that's cool to see. Maybe. Ba-ba-da. Oh, wow, this is kind of crazy. DMI is. Some things on DMI just. They already are very high all the time. Like. Yeah, like on this one. You can see. Ooh, man, you usually don't have bears and bulls battling above 26. Oh, let's see HODL. Let's go back to HODL, see what that looks like. Cypherpunk Holdings. Pretty, not very liquid. What do we got? Well, there's 1.7 mil traded in the last 10 days. It's not terrible. It's only 34 mil, though. Yeah, pretty small. My core riot holdings are well under zero. Wait. What? Well under zero? How do you buy under zero? Do you trade options, Rock? Nice little trend line right there. Oh, let's go back to HODL. Kind of has the same trend line. See, these are better when they're like 45 degrees and less. I like those much better. Yeah, shit. Cypherpunk Holdings, dude. Oh, it's on CSE. It's Canadian, eh? What do they even really do? Let's see. Let's go check them out. What is this? KHRF? Is that like the for OTC in America? Looks like. Yeah, KHIRF. Let's add that one on here. KHRF. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, OTC. Let me make a note about that. There's my notes. Bill Ackman's. No, we don't want that. We want a new note. Wait, hold up. Yeah, we can delete that. Don't, oh, wait, don't say it. Oh, shit. Damn it. Whatever. Take lots of profits. Hell yeah, dude. Nice job. I like to hear that, man. Damn, Mara. Marathon Digital Holdings killing it today, along with Riot. It's kind of weird that the U.S. version of it's up 10%, but the Canadian one's only up 7%. Oh, I guess this one's been out a lot longer. It looks like way more data. Ouch! Oh, fuck. 1 week, 96% down. Oh, my God, dude. What the hell happened there? That was actually in like 1 day. At 1 freaking day? Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, that hurts, dude. With no really warning either. I mean, I guess besides it going sideways for a year, but I don't know what happened there. Ouch. Alright, let's see if I can find some. Over here. Over here. Over here. DOT. Do I got some Bitcoin? I do. Take lots of profits. Man, that's beast mode, dude. HODL. Kind of the same type of chart. A lot sloppier, though. This looks like it has way less volume on it. Oh, yeah. Terrible. I don't even know if I'd trade that version of it. Yeah, this is an interesting kind of chart, though. Need to put my horizontals up. Put them up, baby. There we go. Yeah, pretty neutral, though. It really just depends on Mama Burr, right? What is Mama Burr doing? Is it bouncing off that? It didn't break it, did it? Nope. Bouncing so far. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. 15 minutes to close. What are traditionals doing? Getting a little selling pressure. Just right around here. Dang, do I want to do that? Yeah, we'll just hold that for now. See what happens. Do I want to nibble on that a little bit? Do I want to nibble on some hodl with you? Maybe I'll hodl with you in this little sell-off. Yeah, what's about a realistic risk here? 25%. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you just have hodl shares. I got you. I thought you were talking about hodl, the thing I'm looking at here. That's funny. That's hilarious. It's hodl, bro. What a name, too, right? Cypherpunk Holdings. What'd they do on earnings? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Weird. That's kind of weird. E. Grayscale bullshit. Yeah, I hate that shit, man. I really do not like those products. See what Master's doing over here. MicroStrategy basing out. So I think MicroStrategy, while we're looking at this, is a interesting. MicroStrategy is interesting because it's like a week, 2 weeks before crypto rolled over. It actually started rolling over first, putting in this little topping type of pattern. So I thought that was kind of interesting. See if this thing can get back over like $900. That would be very cool. A little bit bearish though. Battling outright. There's a hardcore battle going on right now between bears and bulls on the 3-hour. Daily's still okay though for the bulls, and clearly above this trend line on the long-term time frames for sure. Looks good. It's just such a big ass product, man. $800. Jeez. What was this back in the day? Didn't this exist? Yeah, we did this analysis at one point. Here's my line. Look, it's almost the exact same trajectory of the .com bubble. So if you didn't know this, Master or MicroStrategy, I would just call it Master because of the ticker, but M-Strategy back in the day, I guess they got into the tech hype at some point too over here. And you can see once it lost that trend line, it was over. And it's literally happened like pretty much right when markets started rolling over in 2000, the .com bubble. So it just played the hype back then too, obviously because crypto wasn't around then. But I just thought that's kind of interesting because fast forward to today, same type trajectory. Yeah, if MicroStrategy loses this trend line, I'd be real concerned about Bitcoin and just this sector in general. Oh, snap. Getting a little more selling pressure. Although not Russell. Russell's like, bitch. Well, I guess a little bit. It's only down 5 points, though. It's more so in NASDAQ, ES, and YM. Yeah, we get this a lot. A little counter trend action towards the end of the day. I did do a little short earlier. That's why I dragged my screen over. Had a little bearish divergence from here to here, so I might take that off right now, though. I always debated if I should do like those live or not. I don't know if I really want to. I don't know like legalities around that either. Obviously, it's not financial advice. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to anything I say. Well, let's go look at Filecoin. Ooh, Filecoin. This is kind of a... Hold on, let's zoom out a little bit. Filecoin's putting in an interesting little basing pattern. Kind of like Monero, actually. A lot like Monero and BAT. So, that... I kind of like that. It is way off its highs. What is that, like 50%? No, about 40 from the high to low. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. A few more candles on this, maybe over the next day, as long as we stay above $36, because we are making a little tinier high here. So yeah, a lot like Monero and BAT. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, daily's still intact. Yeah, Filecoin doesn't look too shabby right here. Let's go to weekly. And not enough data. 2-day, whatever. Kind of have to just look. Daily is the high time frame on this guy. Looks like it's getting support right here on the ICO price at around $35. So as long as it stays above this ICO candle, this actually looks pretty good. You can see there's even a test in the lower end of the range right here at about $32. So anything back below 34, 35, probably be a little concerned. But hey, Filecoin looks pretty good. As long as Mama Bear holds up here. Let's see if it bounced off that. Oh, yeah. Bounced off of it so far. Still doesn't look great on crack time frames, but shit, it can look great and awesome and shitty and neutral and crack time frames all in like 2 hours. So you got to be careful when you look at those. But on the 3 hour, still okay. Let's just hold up that 47,000 area. Let's hold above that for a little bit. That would be sexy. I would like that. Very much like that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Is there now? 53. 7 minutes to the close. Do I want to peel off this short? Probably should. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm going to just close it. It's in the monies. I'll just take it out. We'll just take it off. Bucket. Bucket. Alright, took that off. Not really a great day for... Well, I just broke even for the day on some scalps, but that's okay. That actually happens a lot. I usually don't scalp that much, but sometimes I like to do it. If I got a good setup. Swing trading's my favorite, though. Especially as a father, you know, you always... My kid's at daycare 3 days a week, so that helps a lot, but... Dot up. Dot down. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Do I want to buy a little bit? I'm just going to nibble. I'm going to just nibble a little bit. Just a tad. Just because I don't want to. But with this setup like this, I kind of have to. My rules tell me that I better frickin' do it. That's for sure. It's all about the opportunities and managing the risk. Because you never know if it can go up or down. It only takes one trader to fuck your shit up. That's it. Literally one. Yeah, good old Mark Douglas. If you've never read that book by Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, you definitely should. It's a very good book. And he also has a lot of cool videos, too, like on YouTube. You can listen to him kind of rant about stuff, and he's great. He's awesome. Love that guy. Sucked too. I think he died recently too, which was sad. Not cool. Hey, but I guess that's part of life, right? Yeah, he was a beast. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff for that. Liquidity APR looks like 200% a year. Jesus, man. Yeah, true that, based on the first day. And you said you're providing liquidity on QuickSwap specifically? 200% a year? Shit, that's not terrible. It's pretty good. Are those like the other liquidity pools and stuff like that where you can take it out whenever they just pay it out daily? So you don't have to like lock it in for a year or whatever. I don't know why I just thought of this random coin. Oh, not too bad. Kind of like the bat patterns. Oh, yeah. IOTA kind of in a similar situation. Doesn't have the EMAs as sexy as we'd like to see them. Oh, this is done. Man, what is this dump? Ooh, 43%. Jeebus Christ. Get rid of that line. Don't matter no more. Bing Bon. The hell is Bing Bon? I swear there's just like new freaking. Kind of a little basing pattern on the lows. Yep, figured. Let's see. Right, no lock in. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that, man. That really does change the game of finance so much. I mean, these bullshit CDs and traditional products, like in regular traditional finance, you just got that. Oh yeah, lock it up for a year and get 0.2% or something. Like, what is it even now? Like, let's see. Best CD rates. Let's see. I'm just curious. Oh, snap. They're coming up a little bit. What? Get you 0.75% for 2 years? Dang. Make $376 over 2 years on 1,500. Man. Go all in, dude. The hell out of here. Who does that? Like, I'm sure a lot of people actually do. I don't know. I shouldn't say it like that, but it's like, God. Like, if you're just really patient in trading and you wait for, like, some setups that we talk about on here all the time, and you're just super patient, that's the main thing, and you just kind of wait for one opportunity, you can make, like, easily 1% on one trade a year. Like, super easy. This is fucking stupid. Whatever. To each his own, right? Whatever you're comfortable with. So my dad puts all his money in crazy stuff like that. Like, he finally bought a little bit of crypto, but... Ooh, let's go look at SC real fast while we're just kind of dicking around here. Because it's about to be the close, so it's about to be time to sign off and go get my kid. But the booster rewards adjust weekly? Oh, okay. Okay, so... Yeah, so it could be 200% this week, and then it could be 50% APY next week or something like that. Let's see. ETH bouncing off of that. Oh, wait, we don't want that one. We want this one. Ugh. Come on, Ethereum. Don't you do it. Don't you be a little punk. Did I ever get filled on that? Nope. I sure didn't. They don't want to fill me on that one. Wait, why did I do 18 days? Damn, no wonder I've lost money on that one. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Oh, it looks like the market... Oh, yeah, shit, the market did just close. Let's see how SPX closed for the day. And then we'll wrap it up. Well, it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Still got some work, though, to do to get bullish for reals. Because it is just lower highs from the last few big candles. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, stalling right at the mama, so that's interesting. Is that also the same for... Yep, futures also showing the same thing. How about NDX? NDX finding that resistance zone. Yeah, kind of. Not out of the woods yet. Russell's probably the one that looks the best. Yeah, Russell's actually over it, and I think... Nope, Dow actually got rejected too. Right at that area we were looking at here around the mama the mama camel hump. So it really needs to get above that to get some continuation. Yeah, so a little bit of just maybe this is just a relief bounce. When they excuse me. When you get this aggressive slope, not my favorite for continuation. Can it be continuation? Absolutely. Anything can happen, but a lot of times, like here's a great example from last time. Boom. And then immediate down. But then the same thing works to the upside as the downside. You get this massive, super fast sell-off, and then look at this. Literally the next trading day, it just goes right back up. So still need to do some work here. We do have a little wedge kind of action popping off. Like badow. So see what happens there. If you don't know a good site for patterns, you just go to thepattern.site.com. This is Bolkowski. It's like old 90s style GeoCities kind of shit from back in the day. But he is pretty much the guy that most people will default to. He has a bunch of books too he wrote if you want to do all that. But most of his information is on here. And so you can kind of look at these different patterns and all that kind of stuff if you would like to get some more information. This is definitely kind of regarded as the Bible of chart patterns. So if you didn't know that, this is definitely has good resources. Pretty much every kind of pattern you can think of is on here, and it gives you, he tests them and back tests them, that is. And yeah, so you could do like this, like what we were just looking at, the descending broadening wedge. He gives a little example of it. He updates it too a lot, so you can see last time he updated it was 8 last year, even though he didn't update the site because it still looks like GeoCities. But hey, I like it. That doesn't bother me. I'm kind of old school, so. Then he ranks them too. He has all these different metrics right here, and it's pretty cool. Definitely a good site if you don't know anything about patterns or want to brush up on some of the patterns that you know or think you know. Here you go. This is a good one. So, but yeah, broadening wedge to the downside generally is a breakout pattern or continuation pattern to the upside. So you can see it meets the target on the upside 83% of the time versus only 32% of the time on the downside. And it'll tell you how many trades he did, 757 trades that fit the description and all that kind of stuff, characteristics of the pattern. So there you go. Definitely a good site. Definitely need this one if you want to learn about some pattern action. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're seeing right now in these low time frames on the 3 hours, like a broadening wedge that I just drew out. You know, bam, bam. Volume's increasing, so that's very textbook. Any close back above this, and to be conservative, you would measure from about the middle. If you wanted to get the max, you'd use the wide part, but I like to use half and lower just to be conservative. And if we break out of this thing, it puts us right up here in this box. So there you go. Whoops. Just a quick little tutorial of some pattern stuff. You can spend a lot of time on this site too, because there is just, as you can see, I mean, look at all these damn patterns. It's all over the place. All over the damn place. Many, many patterns. So bada boom. Very helpful website for sure. All right, well, looks like ES rallying back up a little bit, just kind of staying on the upper end of the ranges. Bitcoin's bouncing nicely off the, we're doing final thoughts here real quick before I sign off. Bouncing off of here. Let's see if it can get back above on the crack time frames of about 49,000. That would look nice. And don't recommend trading those, but sometimes, you know, just zoom in to see how they're acting around those levels. And I do like on this low time frame setting, though, I really do actually like the long-term moving averages. So, like if we just looked at the long-term moving averages, the white or the gray and the red, I do kind of like those. They seem to work fairly well for general trend on the lower time frame averages. So it definitely does give you some kind of idea if you did want to use those. Like I said, to each his own. Everybody's a little bit different. What works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. But yeah, holding above Mama Bear. Let's hold above about 47, 48,000. We are looking like we might want to break out, but let's get DMI also confirming this breakout. We need it to get above 26. And I'm actually going to add me an alert on here. If you don't know how to add an alert, here we'll walk through this real quick. On indicator, you can go on here and you can literally just right click. And you can go add alert, and it'll have like the price where you clicked it at. And then over here, you're going to have to go ADX trend, and you're going to have to do a DMI minus or plus cross. And at this point, we want plus, actually, because we want to know if the bulls are crossing up into the power zone. So we just do once per, only once, because I don't want it to repeat like a whole bunch of times. I just need to know one time if that's happening. And then we go create. And then you just wait to see if it triggers. It's that simple. I do like that they've made it so easy to do that. And you can get real creative. If you know how to code, do things, you can set all kinds of crazy super alerts with TradingView. So that's nice. But yeah, Bitcoin, let's go. Let's stay above the upper end of this range. We do had the follow through from this candle, so very nice. Still got a little bit of work to do for bulls. Ultimately need to get back above 51.5. I think any wick above 51.5 and definitely any wick above this guy right here probably will get us continuation to the upside. Conversely, though, to the downside, if we lose, I think if we lose 56,000, 56.5, we probably come back and test the bottom end of this range again. And then we're just stuck in this damn 43 to 48K range one more time. Ethereum. So got some work to do. Let's see what happens over this week. Ethereum doesn't look as good as Bitcoin, finding lots of resistance here. It is staying above in the top end of this range, though, for the last, let's see, what is this, 3 candles, because this one just printed. This new one still has 3 hours. This one right here still has 3 hours left. So the last 3 candles have been staying right up against the range. Any 3-hour closure above, on a body, above 1550-ish, probably gets us up into this next consolidation zone in the mid-1600s. Conversely, anything back below all these bodies, this one, and even partially this one here, So that's, again, that 1440 area that we've been watching like a hawk. Anything back below that 1440 level, I would start to be pretty concerned that this was just a little liquidation relief rally for further continuation to the downside. Let's see. Let's go to equities. Little nice rally off of that low, so nothing too crazy. On the daily, just finding resistance at a very peculiar spot. I'm sorry, on the 3 hour. On the daily, it also is, though, too, with all these bodies over here at about 39, a little over 3,900. But this looks pretty good as long as we stay above that mid 3,800 level right around here. All right, guys, much appreciated y'all hanging out with me, listening to my nasally voice at the moment. I don't know if that comes through a lot, but my allergies have been kicking my ass the last couple of days. But that's all good. It happens. It's Texas. If you don't have allergies when you move here, you will get them at some point. It's kind of like a thing. Again, gold too. If we want to talk about gold one more time, wrap up. Looks pretty terrible. Anything back below 1710 probably gets us to 1700. And if we can't hold 1700 on gold, which is the 21 monthly EMA, I would start to look for like 1500 handle on this guy as the next target. Conversely, though, to the upside, if we can get back above 1770-ish, this horizontal we've been watching, then I'd look for a pretty good, strong move up to the trend line, probably, if that happened. But, hey, got a lot of work to do on gold and Bitcoin for the bulls. So, awesome. Again, thanks for joining me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. The live stream worked great today. Had very few drop frames, only 320, so that's lovely. Thanks, Internet, for working for me. And much love. Peace. Have an awesome rest of your Monday.